Mongolian pride, Arkhangai province. Mongolians, next generation of great King Chinggis, who is amazed due to his capacity, power, courage, and bravery in history of ancient times. The 13th century, King Chinggis established Mongol by confederating core Mongol tribes into statehood. Since confederation, Mongolian livelihood of core Mongol tribes for developing started manufacture and commerce by developing interrelation and interconnection with other countries and became wide territory kingdom with improved armies and weapons. For 700 years, Mongols have protected their culture, tradition, and land from harm and established new social life after liberating native country from foreign aggressors. In 1924, during First Great State Assembly of Authority, Mongolia adopted their first constitution and declared the independence throughout the world. After the victory of the Public Revolution, reforms in administrative unit were made throughout Mongolia. During this time, Arkhangai Amok was formed on the foundation of Sang-Noyang province. Arkhangai province is divided into 9 Som and 99 Bak, which is the smallest unit of administration. Arkhangai is famous for its myriad of beautiful landmarks, historical values, and the remains of notable people well known to the world. Arkhangai takes up 55.2 thousand square kilometers in size and is located in the center of mountainous region. Younger generations take more than 60% of the province population of 90,000. Mongolia is located in a polar climate region. The highest January temperatures in the province of Arkhangai range from about -20 degrees Celsius to -25 degrees Celsius, and average July temperatures range from about +20 degrees Celsius to +25 degrees Celsius. The local citizens of Arkhangai province have protected their hometown since the Xiongnu era back into King Chinggis' Great Mongol. They protected and cultivated the plants, animals, and forests from generation to generation. Arkhangai province is one of the few places that is rich in picturesque landscape, sparse population, and healthy ecosystem. Mongolians have a history for protecting and conserving the nature which was passed down by our ancestors. To protect and respect mountains, rivers, lakes, animals, and forests are unwritten law for Mongolians. For Mongolians, it is a custom to pile rocks on top of one another to create a small hill to appease the local deities and request for health and wealth. For this, they legislated the prohibitory law for many harm to environment and nature. There are a lot of natural reserves such as Хоргын Тогоо, Булган Хайрхан, Хайрхан Уул, Сувраг Хайрхан, and etc. Here we see the beautiful mountain Булган Хайрхан located in the center of Arkhangai province. In 1965, Mongolian State Assembly authorities approved this mountain as a natural reserve in the 17th regulation. The height of Булган Хайрхан mountain is 1,980 meters. This mountain is rich in plants and fruits that grow in the forests and can also provide rich, healthy soil for crops and plantation. In here, there are fruits like strawberry, blackcurrant, gooseberry, pine nuts, and medicinal herbs such as ribgrass, burnet, large flowering wormwood, roseroot, and briar. Also wild animals that include wild cats, squirrels, wolves, fox, and rabbits, birds including hawk, eagle, owl, and many, many more. Therefore, a lot of historical values can be found on the mountainside, such as rocks bearing Bogdanov's figurine and the ancient Mongolian and Tibetan ruins which were made around the late 18th century. Apart from its historical values, citizens pray to Mountain Arkhangai, and every new moon, citizens pray for their well-being. Arkhangai is the province that attracts tourists the most. Year after year, tourists and Mongolians are interested in Тэрхийн Цагаан Lake, Хоргын Тогоо, Chuluts Canyon, Ugi Lake, Тайхар Chulu Stone, Ноён Хатан Хангай, Suvrag Mountain, and etc. The world's most favorable places to travel include Тэрхийн Цагаан Lake. The lands and mountains are beautiful and well-shaped because of old volcanic eruptions. 2 to 3 kilometers away to the west from Mountain Хоргын Тогоо, there is a lake. The length is 16 kilometers with 6 kilometers of width, 20 meters depth, and area in 61.1 kilometers, clear lake. Arkhangai province has got a lot of archaeological sightseeings that keeps history about ancient people who lived in Mongolia. Especially, the area is rich with archaeological rare monuments of the Middle Ages which connected in the Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, and the ancient states which established in Mongolia. One of the cultural marvelous creation is rock painting, which ancient people drew people, animals, various of stamps, and signs on the rocks and stones. Arkhangai province is rich with animals and trees which grow up the center and south side of Mongolia. This place is the first place in research of Mongolia, rock painting which describes ancient traditional life and lifestyle of them. Arkhangai is famous by the cave painting of Olgot in Undurulang, Tariat, Somong River in the boundary of Undurulang, and Bayambulak in Tariat, and Cave of Halt in Jarotland. Another factors are deer statues. Deer statue is built by ancient Central Asian nomads, which is one of the animal statues that were made during the Bronze Age. Another factors are deer statues. Deer statue is built by ancient Central Asian nomads, which is one of animal statues that were made during the Bronze Age. They were made from granite or greenstone. Most of them were around 3 to 4 feet tall. However, some were almost 15 feet tall. There are 600 deer statues in Asia. Out of that, 500 was made and still resides in Mongolia. Out of that 500, 100 deer statues reside in Arkhangai province. Locals of the Mongolian territory would paint their culture, opinion, and activities on the rocks, thus leaving many figures and clues that led to the Xiongnu, Turk, Uyghur, and Khitan generation. Since year 2000, Mongolian and French archaeology research team found a fossil that dates back to the Xiongnu and their large burial grounds in Qotmot in Arkhangai. In Arkhangai province, there are a lot of towns, forts, walls, and ruined cities left from ancient and Middle Age statehood, which would be Har Ruined City, King Harho's ruins, White Temple's ruins, Temir City's remains, Hukh Temple's remains, Shar Castle, Hirmintal. Cities, folks, towns, and temples are mostly remained in rivers like Arkhang, Temir, and Hanoi. By painting their lifestyle on the rocks and statues shows that literacy is essential in their nomadic lifestyle. Therefore, Arkhangai province is a historical place not only Mongolians, also to the nomadic lifestyle. Arkhangai province is the center to all research on the Xiongnu civilization. Herders who follow their domestic animals to the clearer water and finest grass in 4 seasons kept their nomadic culture of the forefathers. Arkhangai people are people who have many domestic animals compared to others. Arkhangai province has a myriad of successful herders. They made farm and dairy products from domestic animals and developed its own brand. Mongolians are using dried curd, aduk, cloth cream, meat, and milk made in Arkhangai daily and also during traditional events like the Lunar Year. Apart from productive domestic animals and beautiful landscapes, people come to see traditional games and cultured events. Shoot iced knuckle bones and horse ride is famous in Arkhangai. Therefore, there are many hot springs to not only bathe in, but also to rejuvenate the body and soul from fatigue and stress. Tsitsirtlik, the capital town of Arkhangai province, is located in the center. It's peaceful with a temperate climate, a lot of manufacturers and developments, which is improving the developing year by year. Such as this, we introduced a sacred place and its developments, histories, and cultures. Feel free to make yourself at home because we welcome you to the pride and joy of Mongolia, Arkhangai province.